I think it's time. I think it's time. I've seen the comments. I've seen the votes. I've seen the level of enthusiasm. I'm ready. I've got the 7 guys here on my screen. First time reacting, first time ever seeing them. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Max. I'm a communication skills coach. What I do on this channel is I react to all different types of people's communication skills. So if you haven't yet, do me that favor, hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second, but it means a lot. We got all the guys lined up. Let's get it. Enhypen. Let's go.
We are
Enhypen!
Hi, I'm Jongwon.
Hi, I'm Heesun.
Hi, I'm Jay.
Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, I'm Sungwon.
Hi, I'm Sonu. Hi, I'm Nikki.
And we are going to play a game of song association with L.
We'll be given a word and we'll have 10 seconds to sing or rap that word in a song.
But before we get into that, be sure to check out our second mini album, Border Carnival.
All right, so we've got some non-Korean members in the band here. Very interesting. Very first impression. Sonu. Wow, that guy is happy. And then we've got, who's that in the back there? That's Heesung. He seems like could be a serious guy just based on his facial expressions. Let's find out.
그것도 있네.
있네? 되네?
바로 있는데. 뭐야.
방탄소년단 선배님의 Fire. Fire. Dance.
Because now that I've reacted to quite a few K-pop groups, I'm drawing some comparisons just off first impressions. But Jake on the bottom left, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Sungmin. From, where's Sungmin from? It's already, man, he's from Stray Kids as well, Sungmin.
Can't control my body.
그러네? 드렁크 데이즈도 있네.
Oh my god.
저는 그거요.
It's cool that they're talking about BTS and they know BTS's music, right? Like BTS, it seems like from what I've heard and what I've been seeing is they've sort of paved the way for a lot of these groups. And, you know, it's nice to see other people in the same industry paying respect to some legends.
저는 근데 노래는 아닌데 보더 데이원한테 그 나레이션이 진짜 많았잖아요.
솔직히
나레이션이 좀
힘들어.
형이 했었잖아요.
맞아. 나
좀
들어봤어.
어렵지 않아요? 좀 솔직히 어려워요.
약간 노래랑 다르게 박자가 없어가지고.
맞아요. 무반주여가지고.
So Jake, off the bat, showing some good communication skills. I'm just noticing that by the way he just really quickly interacted with Heesung back behind him, right? He just made it a point to look at him, to make eye contact with him, to involve him in the activity. You know, it's a sign of someone who's more engaging as a communicator.
그것도 있네, Roxanne.
록센.
맞네.
Great song.
와, 이거 진짜 오랜만이다.
진짜 많이 들었는데. 예, 니키가 저번에 한.
맞아요. 니키가 춤췄던.
예.
진짜 잘했죠.
See again, notice how Jake really just engaged Nikki there, right? Pointed at him, looked at him, just made it a point to engage with him.
니키가 저번에 한.
맞아요. 니키가 춤췄던.
예.
진짜 잘했죠.
Then he moved on, right? So he makes it a point to have that interaction with you, it looks like Jake does. Okay, and that makes you feel good. That's why this is an important communication skill. It's about making people feel good. It's about making people feel heard, right? So Jake seems to be understanding how to do that.
일단 저희가 되게 힘든 시기에 데뷔를 했고 팬분들 앞에서 무대하는 게 되게 어려운 약간 좀 그런 일이잖아요. 근데 이런 시기
So really cool that Jake, who clearly can speak English fluently, is sort of leading the way in this English interview. Elle, I believe, is an English-speaking publication, media outlet. He's still leading the way in Korean because he knows people in his group speak Korean. I think that's a sign of a good leader, and I don't know if he's the leader. He seems to be the leader to me. But again, a sign of a good leader is someone who's aware of the other people around them, right? We want people to understand our message. We want people to feel involved and a part of the conversation. That's what a good communicator does. That's what a good presenter does. And it seems to me like Jake is showcasing some impressive skills here.
방탄소년단 선배님께서 Dynamite이라는 곡을 약간 했을 때 그 의미가 약간 이렇게 힘든 시기에도 약간 행복을 약간 찾을 수 있다 이런 내용이잖아요. 그래서 그게 너무 좋았던 것 같습니다.
I've noticed a lot from these K-pop groups, which surprised me, as I think a lot of their image from the outside is that these groups are a little more shallow, they're a little more vain, there's not a lot of depth to them. But after really exploring them over the past few months, I can safely say that seems to be quite the opposite. And what we're seeing from K-pop groups now, or what I'm seeing, is just a lot of sincerity, whether it's through their vulnerability about, letting their guard down and expressing their insecurities or their feelings, or just being sincere and deep in their thoughts and their ideas, their opinions.
이제 코비드 19 시기에 그 격리된 공간 안에서 지내야 하고 그런 시간을 이겨내야 되는 게 되게 힘드실 텐데 그런 거에 대한 이제 좀 공감을 자아내고 약간 위로를 하는 그런 곡이라고 생각을 해가지고
His song seems very confident. Jay, he hasn't said much, but he seems like a cool dude, just very chilled out, easy to get along with, adaptable.
You don't think I know what you've
Great song.
done.
그 저스틴 비버 DJ 캘리드의 I'm the one. 남정원 아니고 I'm the one.
암정원. 암정원.
네, 자기소개할 때 그렇게 할게요.
오케이.
Hi, 임정원.
암정원. 예.
Jungwon seems to kind of play that cute role that a lot of people talk about in K-pop. He's kind of got the cute thing down, it feels like. Him and Sunwoo. It seems like, there's a maturity difference. And I've talked about this in the past, especially when you're this age, when you're a teenager, your early 20s, 1 or 2 years does make quite a big difference. So I do feel like there is a maturity gap a bit in this group.
분들의 원띵. 그것도
그거 뭐였지?
아티스트 이름에도 원이 들어가네요.
CD. 이거 제가 좋아하는 노래거든요. 라라랜드에 나온 노래인데.
Serious Stars.
Although I gotta say, Sunwoo really does seem like a star in the sense that he's really good at just kind of like being charismatic on camera, and that's a skill. Just because he's not saying a lot doesn't mean he's shy. He's really not afraid to be seen. He's not making himself small. He's not looking away. He's there. He's present with the camera. He's got a real good presence.
이 노래 진짜인데.
Hey, you notice that? My Canadian came out there. You notice that though? He's looking directly at the camera. He's really like looking at you, it feels like, Sunwoo. Something we can learn. Something I talk about again on this channel. I cannot underestimate the importance of eye contact and how that makes your audience feel more engaged. But it also makes them feel like you actually care about them and you care about delivering your message to them. So eye contact goes a long way in my books.
Do you remember? 맞다, 이것도 있다. 누구?
He sung likes being in the spotlight, doesn't he? He's got a really good voice, but you can just tell, like I said, he has no problem being in the spotlight, but to me, he seems like a real performer, a true performer, a real artist in that way. You guys would know best, but I wonder if he like kind of stands out when he's on stage.
뭐지?
진짜.
But Nicky seems a little unengaged, right? Just looking at him, and I don't know if that's kind of just his resting face, but he looks a little maybe disinterested or upset, or he certainly isn't giving the image that he's necessarily happy to be there or he wants to be there.
진짜.
And that's the thing about body language. It's not always 100% accurate, but we have the time to script our words and change our words. We don't have the time often to change our body language. Our body language is more instinctual. So that's why a lot of the time we'll look at body language as a really good indicator on how people feel about themselves, how people feel in the moment.
Star.
Don't show up. Don't start caring.
Don't stop.
now.
스타즈 뭐 진짜 많아.
Go away.
Started from the bottom도 있네.
Started from the bottom.
Drake.
Yes.
By the way, Drake's like my all-time favorite. Drake and The Weeknd are probably my all-time favorite artists. I don't know if it's because I'm also from Toronto, but either way, I love them. So whenever someone references Drake, I get excited. And it's just cool to see the K-pop Drake crossover.
음악을 이렇게 맨 처음에 이제 뭔가 좀 흥미를 갖고 좋아하게 됐던 게 아마 이게 초등학생 때였을 것 같은데 이제 마룬5님들의 이제 Sunday Morning 듣고 좀 그거 많이 했지.
와 그거
Sunday morning rain is falling. 그거 듣고
You know, I love just listening to musicians and performers speak, you know, because after they give their little synopsis on how they know the song, they do a little quick rendition of that song, you know, which is just fun.
Sunday morning rain is falling.
I'm always amazed by people who have skills that I have zero abilities in.
데뷔하기 전에 연습생 때 그 한 달마다 그걸 하잖아요. 그 평가를 하는데 그때 제가 네, 평가에서 그 한번 저스틴 비버님의 보이프렌드 어쿠스틱 버전을 부른 적이 있어요. 근데 처음으로 칭찬을 받았어요.
Sung-hoon did a good job of actually engaging the other guys in his group, but it did seem like he put a lot of his attention on Jake. And that could be another thing about why the guys look at Jake, is because Jake seems to really engage with them. He seems to really listen to them. And that's the thing about listening skills. If we show good listening skills to people, if we really listen and people get the sense that we really listen to them, they're a lot more likely to defer to us and speak to us and want to share with us and want to open up with us. Because who wants to speak to someone who doesn't listen to them, right? No one. And we want to feel heard and understood. So that's the beauty of a guy like Jake who seems to genuinely listen to you.
그게 정국 선배님이 커버를 하셔가지고 그걸 듣고
But also Sung-hoon too seemed a little quieter in the sense that like he wasn't really making too much eye contact with the camera. In this situation, just seemed a bit more camera shy.
그게 정국 선배님이 커버를 하셔가지고
Jungkook? Our boy from BTS, Jungkook? Is that who he's talking about?
그 노래 가졌어요. 그리고 잘 때마다 네 듣고 잡니다. 꼽자면 그런 거.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like, notice how the other guys, Jae, Sung-hoon, he sung, they were all sort of elaborating. They all gave a little bit more of an in-depth answer. Whereas Nick, I feel like he isn't that shy. I don't know, I'm getting the sense that he's not, but I am getting the sense that he's just not, for whatever reason, present and totally engaged in doing this interview. Unless, again, you guys would know better if that's just his personality.
날아올라 맞아요.
Oh, nice.
한번 더 할까요?
Okay. Finally, I did it. We did it. We checked out Enhypen. I like the guys. Guys, if you want to watch my uncut reaction and analysis, all you need to do is click on my Patreon link below. I've also got a ton of other uncut footage on there that I think you will really enjoy. You can also tune into my Patreon to watch me react live to all different groups and artists. Other than that, my name is Max. I appreciate you tuning in. I will catch you soon. Peace.